Hi there, welcome along to the 4-Minute Clinic Live. I am Dr. Marianne Trent, and this is your regular prescription for better mental health. So today I wanted to think with you about a concept sort of called the wobbly career. And this is something which crops up more commonly than you might expect. You might be like, I don't know what you're talking about, Marianne, so let me explain. So it's kind of from back in the day when it was kind of assumed that in our career, in our life, that we continue to sort of go up in through the seniority. So for example, in the NHS you'd go through the banding systems, and there might be similar systems for pay scales in organizations that you work for, but that you'd sort of, I guess from a psychology perspective, if you're watching this from the psychology realms, you might start in a relevant experience role, maybe move on to something under the support and supervision of a qualified psychologist, then maybe move on to trainee psychologist, qualified psychologist, consultant psychologist, supervisor, lecturer. I don't know, like it can be very different depending on which career you're in. But actually, the wobbly career is when we are less pressed with, the upward trajectory, and we think perhaps about what interests us, what lights us up, what really energizes us, what gets us out of bed in the mornings. And it might even be things that are not related to how you currently earn your money. But what we know is that in modern business, and modern ways of making money, that many people don't really see themselves as wanting to work right up until retirement. And so it might be that there's kind of more flexible, creative ways of making money, or perhaps starting side hustles that are more aligned to your needs, but being less focused on the steps up. And I guess that's something that resonated with me, because of course I did leave the NHS in 2021, and at that point I decided I wasn't going to go for consultancy. That wasn't what I was going to be doing, and so but it has meant that it's opened my world of possibilities up to so many more exciting things that I get to control, that I get to be. I know the keeper of my own destiny. So, I've got a trip coming up this weekend to Galway to be a keynote speaker. I've got a few books, the Clinical Psychologist Collective, the Aspiring Psychologist Collective, the Grief Collective, the Aspiring Psychologist podcast and membership. I also do one-to-one, but I do a small enough amount of one-to-one that I can really give it my full focus and attention, and I really want to be there in the sessions with my clients. So how about you and your career? Could it look more wobbly in trajectory, or are you still going for the incremental, predictable steps? I love your thoughts on this, even if watching on replay. And why this is relevant to mental health is sometimes we can get ourselves so caught up in the shoulds and the woulds and the fears about what other people might say. So that is why it's relevant. If we free ourselves from that pressure, it can be so liberating. I will look forward to catching up with you with the next installment of the 4-Minute Clinic Live, coming to you very soon. Be kind to yourself. Have a great day. Bye.